Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by, and if you've been an OG, thank you very much for coming back again. In today's video, I'm going to be braiding my hair. We're going to be doing mini braids as you've seen from the thumbnail. So we're going to be making a mini braid. This is my head of hair. Yes, I have this much hair on my head. So let's go straight into the video. The first thing I did was to divide my hair into two by in the middle. So you want to divide your hair into two equal parts, then you now divide one half into two equal parts again. No, the other part doesn't have to be equal, just section as the front part and the back part. So that is what I'm currently doing. I'm trying to see if the line is straight and putting that away from my face and getting it out of the way. So this part at the back and the middle is what we have to start with. So starting with this, I'm going to start cutting the hair. This video is all about how to part your hair and making sure you get a straight part. I'm going to be showing you the trick I use to part my hair when I want to make it. So you want to stay back and enjoy this video till the very end. So yeah, I've started the first section. This is me just laying the foundation, and this part isn't really difficult. Just figure out the size of hair you want to make and just cut the particular size. So that is what I did in that first part at the back. So I braided everything I wanted to braid the same size I wanted it to be. Then I'm not going to use that as a foundation for the second part. So this is where the work actually is. So for the first part, you can just cut it anyhow. If you want it to be bigger, if you want it to be tinier, just go ahead and part it anyhow you want to part it. Then for you to now part the second part of the hair, the second half of the hair is where the work is, to make sure you're actually going to get a straight box braid. That is where the work is. So the first half is the foundation for the second. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, as you can see, I'm done with the first half that I worked with, and this is me trying to use that as a foundation for the second one. So what I did is that I'm going to put all the hair up, then use the lines of the first one I did, the first half I did, to make the line of the other. I'm not explaining that right. Okay, let me try to explain it better. As you can see what I'm doing here, I used my hand to trace the line of the first part. As you can see, I removed the first section I did, and I used my hand to trace the part to cut out the other section. I'm going to be showing this in a more slower way, so just try and understand. So I just braid this up, then I'll continue parting it till the very end. I know some people might be wondering why I have to use this trick, but I only have one mirror, which is the one I'm going to be looking at in front of me throughout this video. So I know if you have two mirrors, you can put one behind you to see the back and one in front of you, but I only have one, which is why this trick is important if you are like me. So because this video isn't about how to braid, I'm going to be speeding everywhere I'm braiding. I'm going to be speeding them up, so not to take your time. If you need a video of how to braid your hair, please drop a comment and I'm going to film a video showing how to braid your hair step by step. So this video isn't about how to braid, that's just I'm speeding it up. So now to re-explain what I explained earlier, I'm about to part the second line of the hair. So the first thing, what I'm going to do is bring out the second line of the part I've braided, and now use my hand to trace the line to cut the other parts that I'm yet to braid. Can you see what I'm doing? Just watch. So it's quite easy when you try doing it yourself. It's nothing difficult at all. So it's just you trying to figure out the way you are going to part by using your hand to trace the line of the braided part into the one you've not braided. Then you put your comb into it to the very end of your hair, and you are done sectioning. As you can see, it's very easy. So like that, you're going to be sure that your braid or your part is going to be straight. So just do your subsection, and you want to make sure you are subsectioning into the amount you sectioned the first half. So if my first subsection is in the first half is 3, I'm going to make sure that the subsection in the other half is also going to be 3. I want to make sure I have equal numbers of braids on each side of the hair. So whenever you are making your subsection, make sure it is the same amount as the one you've done earlier. So once again, I'm going to be speeding up the braid part since this video isn't about how to braid. So keep watching, enjoy. I'm back again, guys. So I'm done with the second line, and this is me bringing out the air in the third line to make my parts again. So I did exactly what I did in the first and second line, and as you can see, it's still the same process all over again. You just want to make sure that your line is straight and your subsection parts are also straight. Remove any flyaways and make sure your braid is just tight enough. As you can see, I did not apply any edge control or any balm or anything to this hair. All I did was just to make sure that my hair was moisturized before I started making this style. You want to make sure you moisturize your hair, use your leave-in conditioner, use your oil, and then you are good to go. I did not apply any edge control or anything whatsoever until when it was needed. You all are going to see where I actually eventually applied my edge control or my hair wax. So guys, I am done with the first half of this hair. As you can see, the hair is looking straight, neat parts and juicy. So yeah, this is where we need our hair wax. See the tip of the hair, it looks really rough. It's not really, I don't like the way it turns out. It's not straight and and juicy. So I got my hair wax and I applied it to each hair one by one, each strand of braid one by one. So you might want to follow the same method. Once your hair ends up like this at the tip, just get your hair wax, apply it to each strand one by one, and you will see the difference. There was a huge difference when I was done. So just continue watching. That was what I did all through this part of the video. Right now I am done applying the wax. Now can you see the tip? Can you see the tips? Like, it's so nice and juicy now. It looks more neater now. So I applied it to all the hair I've made, and can you see how nice it came out? So now moving to the front. The front doesn't really have any special thing. It's still the same cutting. Just just make sure you follow the same size of hair you parted at the back. So there's really nothing nothing serious. I'm just trying to like divide my hair into two, make sure the parts is neat, remove the first section out of the way, and I started cutting. You want to make sure that your part is neat because this is the front. Your pattern is really important at this part of the hair. So this is the front. You want to make sure your pattern is neat, make sure it is straight, and that's all. At this point, guys, I was almost done with the hair, and here I was done. That is just the last month standing. I just did my little joyous dance because, guys, I'm not going to lie, this is going to pain your hand, but we just have to do what we have to do. So your hand is definitely going to pain you, but you're going to survive it. So yeah, this is the last strand, and at this point I think it took me about 5 hours, roughly 5 hours, approximately 5 hours, to get to this point of this hair. Jesus, I was tired, my hands were paining me, but I had to try to the end. So I'm applying my wax to the part in front that I just made. I'm applying my wax, just do what I did before all over again, to make sure that I get a neat end and a very fine and juicy braids. So I'm thanking God for seeing me through the beginning and the end of this hair. So this is how it looks. This is the final look. Can you see that part? Oh my God, like I'm in love with this hairstyle. Can you see that part? Oh my God, like the box braid is box braiding, the part is parting, it is giving what is meant to give. And just, can you see, let me just front my hair, let me just front my hair nice and long. So yeah, it's time to just do the final touch. I applied my mousse to every strand. Make sure you put your mousse just to tame all the flyaways. Then I applied my oil sheen, you know, just to give it a little bit of shine, more shine, add more shine to the hair. You want to make sure you apply it to the tip where you added your wax, just to prevent it from getting white. And this is it. I just, did a little half up, half down, and bangs in front. I styled it up just to show you that you can style this in different ways. And this is the finished look. This is the final result, guys, for the style. You can style this in different ways. You can pack it all up or leave it all down. And this is the end result, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. See you guys in my next video. Bye.